Go ahead,
Solid.
man.
Welcome back to another episode of Talking Sports Family Matters. I got my uncle here. Um, you know, my man just trying to get a dub out here in these rough streets.
We need a win.
But I feel like some good fortune is coming your way this week, especially with the New York Football Giants
Yeah,
coming down to Dallas.
I wanted my brother on here so I get a case of water. I don't think he bit me a case of water, but I want the case.
I mean, if you allow him 15 players on the field, then he might get you that case. But they in a little rough patch right now. But yeah, we got another full slate of games this week, headed into week 10 of the season. We're still international with it, so bright and early 9:30 kick. You got
Woo.
the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots
That's
in Frankfurt.
your time.
Yeah, you just turn that on and let that's background noise right there. That's all it is.
That's the Colts and the Patriots. Oh, I'm going with the Colts, baby. I've been picking the Colts. I just don't think New England. I don't know what's going on in New England. Are they going
Yeah,
to? If New England go 4-13, do Belichick get a pass? I think they'll take him his GM job because they don't got players no more.
no, very
So
true.
I'm going with the Colts. Give me the Colts.
I got you. No, yeah, I'm right there with you. Like that defense for the Colts speaks volumes, and the way Mac Jones has been throwing to defenses as of late, he can't really bet against any defense that he plays. But
Mhm.
yeah, and I, who's to say uh, Belichick is there much longer, especially with the way you know his season is looking and just the nature of the team. Is it, you can't really point fingers at him. He's arguably the greatest coach in football, and he can't really go out there and play. He's putting the pieces on the table, but can't really get it done right now.
Or if
Um,
Belichick steps down, do Josh McDaniel gets the job?
oh my God, I hope not. I mean, that's probably the second coming of him, but like
Man,
everyone saw.
would have been a good question for Stat Boy.
No,
He
absolutely,
answer that question.
absolutely. Because that'd be like if they give it to him, then you really can't say anything after he fails because like this is third team in a row. You get a head coaching job and you're back, quote unquote, back home, and you mess it up, all
Mm-hmm.
bad. All right, bet. Then you got the regular. We're in our 10 a.m. for me, 1 o'clock for y'all. Window. First game up, which I don't know. I believe they should have flexed this one, but you got a Houston. You got Houston going to Cincinnati. You got arguably two great quarterbacks in the AFC, two talented offenses in the AFC going head to head. Two former Ohio State quarterbacks, although Joe Burrow, won a championship with LSU, but the Ohio State bloodline runs deep. Who you got?
Woo! I've been going through Texans all year, but I get my water from the Bengals. So I'm going with Cincinnati. Cincinnati in the thriller. 31-28.
Got
Cincinnati.
you. No, yeah.
Cincinnati.
Hard to go against you, but I'm gonna have to go against you with this one. I'm not going to bet against CJ. I'm not going to bet against CJ. you know, and I think it's going to come down to um, who steps up. I think Jamar is going to be out for this game. He had the back injury last game, so if he's out, you got T Higgins, you got Tyler Boyd. Is that enough? And CJ Stroud put it all on notice for us last week that he's that deal. All he wants is the ball in his hand late in the game, and he's going to make something work. So it's definitely going to be a thriller. I just believe CJ Stroud is going to pull it out for us. Um, the next one you got the New Orleans Saints headed up north to Minnesota to see Josh Dobbs and those Vikings. Who you got? What's your take on this?
Jeez, I'm nervous. Oh, New Orleans and the Vikings. Them And my boy is Jefferson back. Now he got one more week, I think. Jefferson got
Yeah.
one more week from the IR. I'm
Mhm.
going with the New Orleans Saints. Who that, baby? Who that?
This is a tough one. I've been riding Dobbs' coattail all season. Great quarterback, but second week under the in the program, 9 days into the season. Yeah, I'm a rock with you there, and put it on the New Orleans Saints in that defense, and hopefully there's another game where they can put it all together. Taysom Hill is a beast in whatever he does, in all the 20-25 touches he gets from various positions. So yeah, it'll be definitely be a great game. Next up, you got the Green Bay visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. So you got two young quarterbacks duking it out. You have a I'd say a struggling Green Bay offense. You know, and it's I believe the GM came out a couple weeks ago and said these 10 games are going to tell what Love's future is with them. So it's not really good right now. He did
They
go out and beat the Rams.
gave him a fifth
Hmm?
year option.
Yeah,
Then they,
but I believe they picked up the fifth year. But
yeah.
as we've talked about before, things change. You fall in love and you fall out of love real quick, especially in football. Um, and these are two offenses that are struggling. So, could be a defensive game, could be an offensive explosion. You're not too sure what's going to happen. I mean, Aaron Jones is playing at a high level for them back from that hamstring. So, what's your take on it?
Hmm. I think I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers, nephew. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers got a better defense, and they'll run Najee Harris a little bit more this game. He'll get about 18 to 24 carries. And they got that other guy that's a good. I forgot the backup. He's pretty good too. So I think they'll run the ball, ground and pound, and hit the tight ends a few. Green Bay, love. I don't know. I don't know if we need love. I don't know if love's the answer. But Aaron Jones, I like Aaron Jones, but I don't know. I don't think it's the quarterback. I don't know. We'll find out though. But I'm going with Pittsburgh.
No, absolutely. Especially with George Pickens coming out this week saying, hey, just give me the damn ball. And Mike Tomlin didn't quiver at it. He was like, I love guys like that. So hopefully they'll dial something up for him. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh, and T.J. Watt is just doing what the Watt family does. It gets to get it after the quarterback and makes game breaking plays. Next up, we got Tennessee going down south to South Beach, Tampa Bay, to face those Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield.
Tampa Bay looked good last week. And they
Mm-hmm.
was in that cover two that I hate at the end of the game. I hate that defense, man. Tennessee, they look all right up and down. I think I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go with the Bucks. I'm gonna go ahead, drink some of that Florida juice with my nephew, and I'm going with the Bucks on this one.
No, absolutely, right there with you. Especially with that, I feel like I'm a broken record player right now, just talking defense. But yeah, no, like you can't count out that defense. Although Houston did make those linebackers look a little silly on a couple of occasions. But yeah, veteran defense. They just got to score some points, get Mike Evans the ball, and you're solid. So I'm right there with you. All right, you got a good one. I'd probably say the second best of the 1 o'clock games. You got San Francisco coming off a bye, heading down to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. What's your take on it?
Ooh, San Fran's been struggling. I think they lost three in a row and went into
Mm-hmm.
the bye. And now they playing Jacksonville. That's been playing good football. ETN, Lawrence feel like they're back at Clemson days, and the defense is playing good. But I still think McCaffrey is a difference maker. And Kittle, he didn't have a breakout game yet. I think this might be his week to get more reps. So I think I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers.
No, absolutely. Yeah, you get Debo back. Trent Williams is still questionable right now, so hopefully he comes back. But as long as you have Debo, CMC, and Kittle as your target that you're throwing to, the defense is going to have a hard time. But yeah, that's definitely something to look at. That right side for, the left side for Purdy is going to be interesting. I think Josh Allen plays that side. So if Trent doesn't play, whoever's that left tackle is going to have a long day. But as long as you got CMC, he can do it all. So no, I'm right there with you, with San Francisco. All right, you got what could be game of the week. You got Cleveland coming to Baltimore. Those Cleveland Browns are coming to see what Action Jackson is all about. He put on a great performance. I feel like I'm gonna go with Baltimore in this, just to a simple fact that I don't know what quarterback will show up for the Browns. Watson has been up and down. You flip a coin every week. This was my team. This is my pick for a surprise, but this is a divisional game, and if you put Action Jackson and Myles Garrett in the phone booth, Action Jackson's coming out that thing intact. But yeah, no, he'll be the focal point for the Ravens, and Action Jackson just keeping him in the pocket as a passer will be the focal point for the defense. But great game. Looking forward to watching it.
You drinking that Cuzzo juice?
I can't argue. It's a great team. They play complementary football. It's just on the other side. Cleveland doesn't. It's just a great defense that's out here, swimming, just trying to stay alive.
Cleveland's been playing good these past couple of weeks, defense wise, and it didn't matter if me or my nephew was a quarterback. They came in close wins or close losses. But I have to go with the Raven Nation because the Ravens are playing great ball right now. If they win this game, they will be one of the top two teams in the NFL going down the stretch. So give me Baltimore.
Absolutely. All right. Starting the 4 o'clock games, you got the Battle of the Birds. You got Tyler Heineke and those Atlanta Falcons going out west to face whoever is at quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. So yeah,
It's simple for me. I'm Falcons.
Right, like
Cardinals.
easy.
I have no faith in Cardinals.
Like Josh Dobbs is gone. Your savior is gone. I think Connors is still out. So you just got you got talent somewhere somehow. But if they put Clayton Tune back out there, he's not going to have a great day. And you saw what the Falcons did to Minnesota last week. They didn't pull it out, but they played a heck of a game. Tyler Heineke played his tail off, so kudos to them. All right, next game you got the Detroit Lions. They're going out west to face Justin Herbert and those Los Angeles Chargers. So, what's your take on it?
What's it about? Watch his finger because my boy Hutchinson is coming for him. So I think Detroit will win this game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people give them, but I think Detroit will pull this off. Detroit got a lot of weapons. Gibbs is now coming to his own, balling. And we got that nice tight end. I say we because I picked the Lions as a surprise team. We got that tight end from Iowa that's been balling for the Lions. So I take the Detroit. Then my buddy got back from suspension, Williams. He's been balling.
Oh, yeah, true.
So
True.
I'm going with Detroit Lions. And they got my boy from Michigan, from Cleveland. This is his first game. Peoples.
Oh, Peoples Jones. Yes, yes.
So
You got Michigan love everywhere. Got it. See, this is another one. I'm gonna have to go against you on this one. I'm a rock with the Chargers, and the Chargers defense showed up last week, just enough. You
yo,
know, it
who they
wasn't.
play?
They played the Jets.
Yo, you act like the Jet. What nephew? You act like the Jets got a top level quarterback, nephew.
It's not. I understand the quarterback situation with the Jets. I'm saying if anybody anybody can play quarterback for the Jets right now, as long as you get the ball in the hands of that talented receiving core and those running backs. That's all I'm saying. So now this is another test. Also, I can't I just can't trust I can't trust the quarterback for the Detroit Lions. Like Jared Goff, he's a great talent. I just can't trust him. And I believe the Los Angeles Chargers defense did improve last week, although it was a dummy back there playing quarterback. That's like you 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 play who's on the schedule. All right, cool. Now you gotta do it again. You know, um, the if they pull this one out, it's like all right, cool. They got their defense figured out. Offense is going to be their offense. You can't deny Keenan Allen and those boys. Austin Eckler are, are aren't tops in the league. There, they just make it happen. Justin Herbert is playing with 9 fingers um, and just making it happen. So I'm a rock with the Chargers, albeit this could burn me, or it could be the upset of the week for me.
Nephew, remember I told you this. You don't trust golf, trust them right into the playoffs. Watch and see.
All good. I'll see it. All right. So yeah, now we got you got your game of the week. The New York Giants going up against the Dallas Cowboys, going to Jerry World to see what it's all about. Yeah, I'm a rock with Dallas. I feel like this is a get right game. Hopefully they can turn the page of what happened last week and make sure that we get everything prepared. It's a divisional game, so you never know what happens. But yeah, whoever they throw out there at quarterback for the Giants is going to have a long day ahead of them because my man is playing with people all straight off the couch, and he needs all the help he can get. Hopefully, they don't put Saquon back there at the emergency quarterback, but he's doing all that he can and just making stuff happen. But I'll yield my time to you, and you can have your spiel.
I just need a win. The Giants are coming to town. But we can never say that it's an easy win because it's a division game. So everybody will be pumped up, ready to play. But I have to go with the Dallas Cowboys. We have to get this win. And our defense have to step up big. Hopefully we get Pollard rolling because I haven't really seen a great game from Pollard this year. So
That is true. You get
paying
that
him
big
all the
payday.
money. Yeah, you gotta step up, man. So that was disappointing with me. It's the Eagles, man. I didn't even know he was on the field. I didn't think he
Mm,
played.
no, very true. Very true.
Pollard, wherever you are, prove me wrong.
That's it. That's all. That's all you can do. Prove yourself right, boss. But yeah, next game, two teams that are capable of getting the W, but both coming off losses. You got the Washington Commanders headed out west to see Pete.
Washington won.
Oh, I apologize. They definitely did. They definitely beat the New England Patriots.
Patriots.
My and I picked them. I picked them too. My fault. My fault. TP. My fault. No, charges to my head, not my heart. You
Come
know.
on. Come on, nephew.
But yeah, they're going out. They're going out west to see the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, the 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 defense of the Commanders definitely showed up. Um, Great to see that, albeit they did lose 2 key players on the defensive line, defense still reigned supreme. So that was good to see. But yeah, the Seahawks had a tough outing last week. You lose Lockett for a little bit, and then you get Jackson Smith and Jigba as the number one, first time being number one, getting 10 plus targets, I believe 8 plus receptions for the last 3 games, and he's been producing. But I'm not too sold on the Seahawks right now. However, I don't know what Sam Howell will show up because each week is a toss up. He plays great against the Eagles, plays terrible the next week, then plays great. So I don't know if this is a terrible week for him, if it's a great week for him. With that being said, I'm gonna go with Seattle and Geno Smith for a bounce back game.
Seattle? Seattle, what they 5-3?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hasn't been pretty,
Seattle
but
versus
they've been winning.
Seattle 5-3. Washington 4-5. I think Washington gonna be 4-6. I'm going with the Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks.
Gotcha. Okay. The 8 o'clock game. New the New York Jets coming to Vegas
How
to
many
face
games they got? Jesus.
right. Coming to Vegas to play the.
The game?
Nah, I'm good. I'm solid. As much as I would love to see Devontae and those Raiders go at it, I'm comfortable watching it from the crib. It's all good. I'll take it. But
I'm
yeah.
going with the Raiders, yo.
Oh, okay. All right. AP gets his second dub.
I'm picking the Raiders.
Yeah. Oh, man. Nah, I'm gonna go there with you. Like you saw, just the pure excitement and passion that those Raiders played with last week, and it's only because of who's at quarterback for the Jets. If anybody else is at quarterback for the Jets, definitely I could definitely slide over to the Jets. You know, I believe they're going with the rookie for the Raiders. So third week in the offense with Devontae. Just give Devontae the ball. Looking forward to see Sauce versus Devontae, so that'll be good to see. Hopefully, he follows him around the game and he doesn't play one side. But albeit, I think that's the defensive philosophy there. But yeah, should be a great game, and hopefully AP can pull out a second dub and get that head coaching job. Because you love to see former players at the helm. Last but certainly not least, fresh off a bye week, I believe. Yeah, my guy, or no, excuse me, not my guy, Cuzzo's surprise team, and the chef himself, um, Russell Wilson, going over to New York to play. Some would say a wounded Buffalo Bills team that came off a tough loss. What's your thoughts on this game, Monday night?
I'm not feeling the Broncos, man. The Broncos, I don't know about the Broncos. I just feel like they hit or miss. And one week they got 70 piece. The next week they win. You're like, what? So I'm going with Josh Allen and the boys in Buffalo.
No, right there with you. I mean, as much as I love seeing Wilson cook, um, you just don't know what type of predicament he's going to put him in, and then you just hate to see that defense give up so many points. And this is going to be a get right game for the Bills, for all intents and purposes. They didn't really have a good outing last week, and now it's like, all right, how can we right the ship, get on a winning streak? You start right here, start back up. But yeah, will be a tough to see Russ out there on Monday night.
True, the Broncos got 2 wins in a row before their bye. They beat the Packers and the
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs. Then they had a bye.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right.
Now
So
they get
it
ready to get a
was
loss. Dang.
right. Like you put yourself on rocks for a week, and then you get the Buffalo Bills coming off the bye. So tough sledding for all those Broncos fans out there. But yeah, it's going to be an entertaining game for sure. Just to see what Russ does and how the Buffalo Bills respond, and if they get Gabe Davis involved, I feel like in excuse me, in the Bengals game, he wasn't that involved. You had the glimpses of Diggs, which is their go-to guy, but
What's up with
Gabe
Cook?
Davis.
They don't run him the ball enough. They don't be running them that much.
It's not in like their nature. I feel like it's if they do establish the run first, that should open up more. And he's a capable back. I mean, he's not his brother, but he's a capable back. He has the ability to affect the pass and the run game effectively. So you can definitely put him in a route or try to run the ball just a little bit. See if you can establish the run. And it's not going to hurt to establish the run at any time of the during the game or the season because it's only going to benefit you when you get into the playoffs and it gets colder up there in Buffalo. But yeah, they're looking like they're on the outside looking in on the AFC for them. So tough sledding ahead. They got to get on a winning streak really quick to make some headway in the AFC to get to the playoffs.
Mm. So that's all the games.
Yes, sir. You got four teams on bye. Kansas City, the the Rams, the Dolphins, and my Eagles. We're all chilling. And then next week you got the Super Bowl rematch. So we'll rest up and be preparing for the Swifties to come out.
All right. Well, let's enjoy today's day of football. May the best team win.
Just get a win. That's all.
That's all. All right. Well, enjoy your Sunday, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Until next time.